sort of talking through where Buchanan is at the moment with those water.
We've had a fantastic result, and I have to thank both the staff who've been really active in this area in getting 100% compliance and the farming community that have really risen to the challenge. So we're at the stage now where at 5,900 metres we essentially have all 5,900 compliant with the water metering regulations. A few on abatement notices, they'll be sorted out over the next couple of weeks. So that's a really great result. And now the question is, what next? We're in really great shape for the start of the irrigation season, 2016-2017, and with the spring weather it's clearly on us. And now we'll use that information coming out of those water meters for compliance checking against consents, i.e. how much water are you taking? About 30 abatement notices live at the moment, Thomas, and as I say, our experience at the moment is that they'll disappear one by one over the next couple of weeks. Abatement notice says that you've had enough time to think about something and we now need you to take action. So abatement notice says stop what you're doing and do this, and you have a time frame in which to do it. No, it's more of a warning. Basically you then fail an abatement notice or fail to deliver on an abatement notice and you've set yourself up for the next consequential acts. Farmers are all complying with them. I mean, you do get to the draconian level that we can prosecute somebody, but at the moment what I'd rather do is heap praise on a farming community that's really risen to the challenge and has so far spent somewhere in the order of 50 to 60 million bucks over the last 4 years putting in water metering. And so hats off to them, they've done it well. It's possible, but it's not likely. At the moment, as I say, when you think 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, we had 500 outstanding. So we've moved through those and we're down to the last 30. They are fading every day as those guys put in meters. I fully expect that we'll have 100% compliance, and if we're really unlucky, we'll end up prosecuting or infringement noticing a couple of tax have been served with infringement notices already, yes?
So that's a fine?
That's a fine, $750. Quite complicated problems associated with change of land ownership, deceased estates, can't find the well, can't remember what the consent was for, all sorts. Interesting enough, this exercise has shown up over somewhere between 35 and 50 consents have actually been surrendered because people aren't using them anymore. So it's been a real clean up of the database. Each of those water meters has to go through a certification process. That tells us that they're measuring accurately. And that is indeed the key step that they'll all be doing right now as they go through that, getting ready for the next season. Certainly in the past and other years with meter installations, we've found that over a period of a couple of months, we've noticed that meters read wrongly. Some read almost inaccurately, but we'll be on top of that very, very shortly because that's the key to knowing how much people are using. Well, I think it will be, because this is why I think farmers have cooperated. I think they value water so highly and they're interested in their farming operations being profitable and supporting their families and their communities. So I think they're really interested in how they use water and what water's available. And you only have to look out the window at the moment to work out it's already back up to 18 degrees. Haven't had rain for 3 or 4 days. And I think we're in for an interesting spring. Didn't have the supporting industry. I think that's another thing. We really have to thank the farming industry that's come up and developed as farmers have installed the meters. The supporting industry that's developed in Canterbury has been first class. So didn't really know how, what sort of meter would work where. Saw some early examples that didn't work too well. Still at the point, after two seasons, we're at the 5,000 mark. And as people pointed out, Royal Forest and Bird pointed out earlier this year, we had the last 500 to go. So to have basically sorted everybody out inside that 4-year time frame, that's pretty good for us.